Greetings and welcome. My name is Jake Rayson. I'm a forest gardener and a forest garden designer, and I just wanted to do a little very quick video really about what it is that I want. And it's quite interesting. Years ago I was doing some Tai Chi classes, and there's a guy who gave a kind of mindfulness class. He was an actor, but it was about how to get what you want, and it was just really interesting kind of setup. I'll put a diagram in there with the notes as well. Basically, you think about what it is that you want first of all, and then you do what is required to. So firstly, you think what it is that you want. You sit down and you think about it hard. Then you kind of remove the obstacles, which are almost always obstacles in yourself. The fact that you don't think you're good enough, that you haven't got the time, you haven't got the money, etc. And then finally, you do the things, the practical steps that are required to achieve the thing that you want. And then the last thing, the big thing, is just to let go, let whatever happens happen, sort of thing. And yeah, I'll put a link to the. I'll intersperse it with a diagram here. So, ching, when I'll edit the video. And I'm just thinking about what it is I want with forest gardens and why I do forest gardening. And there's it works at different levels. That's what I love about forest gardening, is that it works on a kind of practical level, and it works on a kind of more kind of healing sort of level, as in you're growing living. It's to do with living things. It's not like there are set rules, this is how things are, this is how you do it. It's very flexible, very open. You're growing food, and you're creating something that is sustainable. And yeah, and it's kind of interesting. Yeah, so there's lots of different ways in, and different kind of aspects of it. The kind of ecological aspects, the growing native plants, using wildflowers in an ornamental fashion, growing food, creating basically a wildlife sanctuary. There's all these different ways in. And what I really enjoy doing, and what I find I enjoy doing, is to design forest gardens, to talk about them, and to explore and to try out different things. And part of that process, I have become a forest garden designer, which is not what I expected, but there we go. And that's what I'd like to do more of. So part of this is that you do need to make it sustainable, just in terms of financially sustainable. So what I am looking for is doing forest garden design work for other people to make a living from doing it, and in the process learning an awful lot as well. I must say, every single job that I've done, which is numbering the dozens now, I think, it's been fantastic. It's actually been such an enjoyable process. There's been a lot of work gone into it, but an awful lot of education, and I kind of feel like I'm just scratching the surface really. So what I really want is, it's the crossover between a forest garden, like an edible forest garden, that kind of idea of growing food, and that's kind of create a productive space. And then there's how that links into the climate emergency and to the ecological emergency as well. So longer term, you are planting for future generations. And then there's the ecological side of it, how you're dealing with the ecological element, which is to grow native plants where possible. There's an awful lot of literature out there, but essentially grow native plants because they've co-evolved with native wildlife. And you want to create habitat so that you have a self-sustaining ecosystem. That's the kind of point of it. And that kind of overlaps so nicely with the third aspect, which is an ornamental side. So you have the edible side, you have the ecological side, and then you have the ornamental side as well. So what I really want is a job, is someone to come along and say, I've got I want an ornamental forest garden. Here's the budget, here's the job. That's the kind of work that I'm after. I'm after people who are on the same same kind of wavelength for it, but to make it a beautiful, aesthetically beautiful space as well. So, and you can, but by using native wildflowers and native plants and forest garden plants. So that's what I want right now. So thought I'd put it out there. Thanks for watching. Bye.